Yeah. You are now back in the studio session. I am your host, Eddie Cypher. And then today, man, we got another special guest in the studio session, all the way from Savannah, Georgia. You know what I'm saying? It's a good brother. That's a good, righteous brother, good, knowledgeable brother from another mother, man. You know what I'm saying? I can go to him and talk about any damn thing, whether it's music or just life in general. He's a good father, you know what I'm saying? He's a hardworking man. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to the music, man, he speak his real true life, you know what I'm saying? Like none no fabricated shit. You know what I'm saying? He speak his truth and it be real shit, man. We got a lot of shit to talk about, man. The good, bad, and the motherfucking ugly, because we gonna get into that most definitely. So, man, this is one, man, people been waiting on, man. I've been waiting on, man. Introducing to all and others, my man, StressLyfe.
Stressit.
Yeah, man. How you feeling,
man.
brother?
Appreciate, man, the introduction, man. You know what I'm saying? That was a dope intro. Yeah.
I
Yeah, that
appreciate
was
that,
love,
bro.
man. Same to you, bro. Same to you, man. You dope,
Yeah,
man.
man. We got a lot of shit to talk about, man, but we gonna dive into it, man. But we're gonna start from the beginning and then like here and there I'm gonna bounce around and shit.
For sure.
So where did you first of all, man, where did you get the name StressLyfe? Like how did you come up with the name
Shit,
StressLyfe?
man. I was my life is an open book. I talk about this shit a lot in my music of me being in and out in the mental facilities and shit.
You was in a mental facility, bro?
Yeah, man. Started out when I was 13. I was at a place called Lakeside. It was this lady that she was like a counselor. So she'd always come and talk to us and shit individually. And she told me that good stress exists and people don't talk about it. So she was giving out the examples of a bad stress and a good stress. The bad stress is self-explanatory, you feel me? But the good stress is like when rent is due and you stress, you fighting hard to, you know what I'm saying, pay that rent. You know what I'm saying? Or you got a exam that you have to pass so in order to get to the next level and shit. Like that's good stress because it's for a good cause, basically. So fast forward, StressLyfe. I got the good in me. I got the good stress. I got the bad stress. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna stress this for life. That's what StressLyfe. Feel me?
Man, that's a good concept, man. How long would you say you've been doing music?
Man, I've been doing music since I've been like 7 years old, bro.
Word. Yeah. How did you get started?
Man, so really, I started out singing. Uh, at the church choir and stuff, man. Mama and daddy, you know what I'm saying, church family, you know what I'm saying, type shit. So I was doing that, and one day I woke up one morning, nigga couldn't got down, you feel me, saying no more. The voice got real deep, you feel me? So I started out rapping. Eminem was my first rapper. You know what I'm saying? Listening to My Name Is on MTV Crib. And yeah, man, like from that moment, I just knew I liked that shit. I thought it was different, thought it was dope. It's a white rapper on top of that. Fast forward, uh, my rap name, Big G at the time, started out with being Big G. And I had did my first talent show, you know what I'm saying? And rapped it, killed it. It was dope. And I liked the fact that the crowd, that was the first time he ever feeling the word of basically being accepted. I ain't ever really felt accepted before. So to see that people was giving me my roses to my feet that night, I just knew this was the first time I ever felt like heard, and I'm like, this is what I want to do. Yeah.
Word, man. I mean, that is a
Yeah, a lot
powerful
of
ass, yeah.
uh,
That is a powerful ass feeling, man. I didn't felt that my goddamn self. I remember, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Let me tell you a little quick story. So I went to boarding school in Mississippi and shit, right?
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? This was, I want to say, my freshman year of high school, right? And back then, I was a singer too. I was, you know what I'm saying? I
Yeah.
was singing too. And I had a talent show, man. And it was me and these other two cats. Now both of them was from Africa.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So they had the look. You know, one dude had the Michael Jackson curls and shit.
Not the
You know what I'm
fact.
saying? I ain't gonna lie. I guess the females was fucking with him, man. The other dude was like, you know what I'm saying, an African, all stocky and shit.
Yeah,
And here I am, just a little ass nigga. You know what I'm saying?
that's
So
crazy.
we had this concept. We had sung "Boys the Men," "Water Run Dry," and so we had this
Eddie
concept.
Cypher was doing what?
Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro. I was singing, bro.
Damn, man. Okay.
"Boys the Men," "Water Run Dry." So
Water one drive.
yeah, we had a talent show, bro. I sung that shit,
For
man, and
sure.
yeah, man, I got a few numbers after that shit, man.
Yeah.
Got a few numbers after that shit, so I
Straight
can
up.
relate to you know what I'm
Yeah, with
saying
the
that
singing
whole
shit. Yeah,
singing
man.
shit.
I was out here singing, you feel me? Church songs. If it was some R&B shit, I remember what I used to sing to the girl was that Neo record, that So Sick record.
Oh, I ain't gonna lie,
I used
bro.
to say my heart out.
Back in my day, bro, it was a must. If I had a girlfriend, I had to sing to her on the phone.
Yeah,
And then, like, you know
yeah,
what I'm saying? Back then, it was like me was like Donnell Jones.
yeah.
Um,
Donnell Jones.
it was some motherfucking Peaches and Cream from 112, some
Yeah,
Jagged Edge. You know what I'm
Jagged Edge,
saying?
straight up. Boy, you brought it back, boy.
Yeah, man.
Jagged Edge, boy.
I can remember right now me sitting on this female couch and I'm
Yeah,
singing Jagged Edge before I go home.
yeah. What about that Genuine?
Oh man, I ain't gonna Genuine was my boy.
Yeah, yeah.
Boy,
Differences was my shit.
boy, that
Differences and what it is, and them
man,
jeans.
that whole album 100% Genuine
Yeah,
was
yeah,
my
yeah,
shit,
yeah.
boy.
Uh,
Yeah, that's another story, man. Cause
I feel you.
yeah, that's another
I
story.
feel you.
I go on and on with the R&B shit, man. So all right, man, we gonna dive in. Like I said, I'm bounce around, man. We gonna dive into your you know what I'm saying, your catalog, man. What was your first like the first music you ever started putting out?
Oh man. So I had a project called StressLyfe. I put it out, but then I eventually deleted it.
Why?
Um, that project, that's when I was with my baby mama, so I talked about her a lot, showing her, love to my family at that time when it was my family. So when we had broke up and shit, I ain't like hearing it no more. It fucked with me mentally.
Word.
So I deleted the whole project. Fast forward,
Every song was about your
every it wasn't every song was about the family.
Okay.
Like I was talking about the day-to-day situations. You
Okay.
feel me? And then there was other songs that wasn't about her, but I knew she loved it.
I got
And I ain't wanna, you
you.
feel
God
me?
damn, man. What the
Yeah. So I was like, fuck that project. So I deleted that shit. And I wrote a song called Never.
Right,
Never
right.
is, that was my first really, song that I pushed, when it
So
came out.
Never was like your first like all platforms type joint.
Hmm.
That's crazy. I never knew that.
Yeah, Never was my first joint.
I never knew that.
Yeah, man.
And then what was after that?
Never, you had I think it was Issues, Never, Issues, Glass House, and what that shit is. Guidance featuring Ayote. Yeah, man, from the north, man, North Carolina. Shout out to my nigga Ayote. So yeah, he was on our record. Those were my singles when I started out. Really, you feel me?
Word. Um, how many singles would you say you dropped before you dropped the full project?
Yeah, those all of them.
That was it.
Oh, and Generational Curse.
American Curse.
That Generational Curse was like I basically was rapping on already it was established beat. It was from Nas called Smoking.
All right, so out of all your singles that you just named, which one of those singles that like if you were to hear it like right now, like Like if you never made it,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I'm saying, you would have heard it, which one would give you the chills? Like this motherfucker right here, boy.
Never,
Never.
never. I gotta
Why
put that
never?
shit on it.
I mean, why would you say that one?
Never is a related. That topic is relatable in many different ways. Um, and due to the fact that everybody experienced what I talked about on that record,
Mm,
I'm pretty sure that if I wasn't me and I was someone else listening to that record, yeah, I'd be like, oh, that nigga StressLyfe hard. You feel me? Like Never was just it was something different in my opinion. Anybody who's a Tupac fan, if they listen to the song "Never Had a Friend Like Me" from Tupac,
mm.
that's where I got it from. My baby mama had loved that record, so me and her we already had broken up at the time, but before we had broken up, she loved the record, fucked around, separated, whatever. She did her own thing, I did my own thing. I was fucked up in the head a little bit about her, and
Which
one
which
day
which which black men really need to, what I'm saying, talk about? Well, that's another story.
you said, "What, bro?"
What black men need to talk about, but that's another story.
Mm,
All right. What black men need to talk about. Black men need to talk about, excuse me. That's another story though. Like the shit that we go through being heartbroken.
mm.
Cause you know what I'm saying? Believe it or not, black men do
You feel me? You feel
get
me?
their heart broken.
Yeah, my shit. That was my first love. I got to keep that shit 100.
You know what I'm
That was my
saying?
first love,
And and
my
and
child.
and I don't well, in my situation, not to cut you off, but in my situation, I wouldn't know how to deal with that because my father really like story I told you, my father really didn't raise me, but he
Yeah,
wanted to be there, but he just
yeah,
couldn't, you know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
I didn't like when I got my heart broken, even like in, you know what I'm saying, middle age, like 20s and 30s and shit. You know what
yeah,
I'm saying? Like when you get your heart broken then, it's different from you get your heart broken in high school or some shit. In high
yeah,
school, you be like, man, well, fuck you then. Shit, I just
yeah,
go chill with this. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? But
yeah.
when you find that one or some shit or you got something going with it and she break your heart, boy. I don't think men really know how to deal with that shit.
Nah, we don't. We don't.
Cause who do who
So,
who do who do we gonna go to ask, how do you deal with that shit? The niggas might be like, man, you a bitch, nigga. Man, just
oh
go get
God,
another one. It's like, nah, bro.
it's not
That's
that simple when you
man.
invested time and you got your feelings involved in this shit,
Yeah.
man. Yeah, I wish that narrative of men didn't exist, man, because you feel me, whether men want to admit that shit or not, we got feelings, bro. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
we do.
saying? We
We
got
do.
feelings, and when we love something and it doesn't love us back for some reason, or it treat us wrong for some reason, we take that shit to heart. You know what I'm saying? That's why all these suicide and homicides be going on, bro. You ever hear these stories about a female, leaving a guy, or she cheated on him or whatever, and he can't take that shit, and he fuck around and kill her and kill himself? Like that was from a broken heart. You know what I'm saying? Like well,
Yeah, I got a story like that in mind,
yeah,
but in my situation, I'm on the other side of it. I'm on the female side. That's how my auntie passed away because of a situation like that. I bullshit you not.
that's the
That's how she passed away. But rest in peace, Auntie Lena.
rest in peace, auntie.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Shit like that.
that's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? So,
That's crazy.
but out of all your singles, when you hear them now, like to this day,
Mhm.
do you ever think about like, damn, bro, I didn't came a long motherfucking way.
Man,
You know what
every
I'm
day.
saying?
And there's more to come, you feel me? But
Yeah.
just looking at where I started from, man, like, yo, that shit. Anybody who know me
Mm,
then, anybody who knew me then, that knows me now,
mm.
they see that shit, man. Like, but I know I'm proud of myself to see, you feel me, all the stuff that I've created and how, just seeing how dope it sound, man. I be like, damn, like I came from doing that to doing this to doing that to what I'm doing now.
Word.
Like, that shit. I give my own, you know what I'm saying, my own self a pat in the back for that, man.
So okay. And this is a question I asked one of your brethren, Jigga J the Game Spitter.
Shout out to my nigga Jigga J,
Yeah,
the
yeah,
dumb way.
the dumb way. So
Yeah.
when you locked in, right? When you in the studio, you locked in, you focus,
Yeah.
right? How do you know when the track is done? Like I ain't got nothing else to say. Like how do you know when it's done? Like when it's finished? When you got your point
I'm gonna keep
across.
this shit 100. All my lyrics is like tears of splash, bro. So it's like when you what y'all be hearing, y'all be like rapping it and fucking with it. Those my tears, bro. So it's like when I stop crying, I know it's official. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what that shit is, bro. I go somewhere in the bathroom, lock myself in there, you know what I'm saying, play the beat and just write until I stop crying. Once I don't got nothing to cry about, I feel better. The song is official. You know what I'm saying? And I go back to look at it to see what I need to change, what I need to polish a little bit more. And yeah, after that shit done.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
I ain't never thought about it like that.
yeah.
Like that's a good question to ask artists, man, because Jigga gave me a whole different answer, and you gave me different answer. So I'm gonna
For
keep that
sure.
in mind,
For
man.
sure.
So after your singles, you came out with a project. What was the project called?
My side of the story.
My Side of the
Yeah,
Story.
man.
Okay.
Shout out to JP from Port to Port Group Music. Shout out to Raekwon the Rev, he a gospel rapper. Shout out to Jigga J the Game Spitter. Shout out to shit, Thugger Thug, God of March. Yeah, man. That shit that was dope, man. And shout out to Eddie Cypher. You nigga. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Eddie Cypher and JP, you know what I'm saying? Y'all niggas produced that shit. Y'all did y'all thing on that project. It was
Yeah,
dope.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it, man.
Yeah.
So what do you feel like the most slept song on that project? Like
The most slept
yeah,
song.
yeah, like the song that people slept on so hard, but you know what I'm saying, you personally think that it should have got more shine.
You know, I loved every record on that project.
Mm.
Um, they all my babies. And I feel like the one record that I never heard anybody talk about is Let's Talk About It. I feel like Let's Talk About It. That's the gospel record. It's a gospel record. Excuse me. It's a gospel record featuring Raekwon the Rev. Um, that record was just different. You know what I'm saying? Uh, it just came from a place of God bring some light to my darkness.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? There's things that we don't like to talk about that we need to discuss. And that's what I did on that record. You know what I'm saying? I came from a place of just a person that's looking for guidance because I was lost. And I'm just like, God, I need you. Like, sincerely. And so it's like a prayer record. Basically, now I think about it, it's a prayer record. I'm praying to him, telling him what I got going on. And, so yeah, let's talk about it. That's something that y'all really need to tap into because it was really deep.
Or so the message behind Let's Talk About It, would you say that's your Jesus walks? Because you said it's kind of like a gospel record.
Honestly, that's a good,
Because remember, the reason why I say that, because Kanye was trying to
yeah,
push Jesus walks so
so,
many people. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
people, saying now, if you think about it, man, from a worldly of perspective, um, religion to people is like a business
Mm.
or a mind control thing.
Why
A
you say
lot
that?
because of the fact that money is invested, so they know how to fuck people head up to get their own profit out of it. Um, and I feel like it's controlling in a sense because it controls your life to make you think you have to live your life this one way to get to where you need to be at in your spiritual, you know what I'm saying, your afterlife.
Because I ain't gonna lie, bruh. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie.
Mm.
I can't follow nobody they got the last name Dollar. Like if your pastor named Creflo Dollar,
man, hey.
I don't know no dollars.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh man, we talking about Jesus. Look, go. You can't make this up, man.
The light is flickering.
That's crazy.
That's
the only one, right? And it's right on me too.
side.
It's all good. Keep it going.
Nah, man, but at the same time, man, like I said, man, I can't follow nobody, man, with the last name.
Yeah.
Do you know anybody with the last name Dollar? Like,
See, that's what I'm saying though. Like,
I don't
yo,
know any
and see, if you
dollars.
think about it, I'm gonna tell you some real shit. That's why they be bashing Christianity so bad, because you know there's a lot of fake ass pastors out there, bro. They see like, oh, if I could sell this one story for y'all to believe, you know what I'm saying? I got you. You know what I'm saying? And like, you know, just seeing how people would just use that scenario and just look at it overall, like this is what they all do. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
I just wish that people would just have a personal relationship with him. You don't need a church to give you that personal relationship with your creator, in my opinion. I don't believe a lot of shit that the world say about, you know what I'm saying? I believe what I believe, you know what I'm saying? So I go through, like, for me, in my opinion, bro, my trials and tribulations is what made me believe in Jesus, bro. That's it. It ain't nothing that the Bible told me that made me believe. It was nothing that the pastor said, my parents, none of that shit. It was me going through my own shit. And when I cry out to him, he was there for a nigga. You know what I'm saying? Period. So, yeah.
Yeah, that's what's up, man.
Yeah.
So we gonna back out of this religion, man.
For sure.
That shit making lights fuck up. That shit making lights fuck up. It ain't got that thing, man.
Yeah.
So you had another project, Rise Up Ray.
Rise Up Ray.
So what would you say the difference between Rise Up Ray and
First thing I want to say, man, with Rise Up Ray, shout out once again, my nigga Eddie Cypher.
Hey, man.
You know what I'm saying? Eddie Cypher, JP, once again from Port to Port, and my nigga Ash from what was the name of the studio?
You don't know the man.
What's the name of the studio? Euphoria, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to my nigga, man. But yeah, they produced that shit. Shout out for all the artists that was featured on the project. Once again, Jigga J the Gang Splitter, my nigga Trap Made It, Eddie Cypher,
Hey,
Big
man.
Woe. Shit, man. I hope I ain't missing anybody else. I think I'm probably somebody else or something.
Big Woe.
Oh, and my nigga TPS Chaos. Yeah. And my girl Bria Lee. Yeah, feel me? Bad bitch from the SAV. Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, that's one artist, man. People really
They sleeping on.
need to tap into.
Go ahead and wipe the crust out your eyes, man.
You know,
Bria hard, man.
Go ahead and tap into that.
She know it.
So, man, like you said,
you said what was the question, man? My bad.
What was the difference from each project, like your
Man,
Rise
so
Up
look,
Ray
right?
project and your first project?
What my side of the story, you know what I'm saying? My side of the story, if you listen to the whole project, it's a counseling session, man. I'm having a counseling session with it's like a spiritual conversation, basically. But it's in a counseling session. So it's like I'm getting counseled from this other spiritual individual that I could see. And we talking about what's going on. So I'm giving him my side of the story, talking about my baby mama, talking about the things that us black men go through in society, talking about the trials and tribulations, you know what I'm saying, with everything that I've endured, you know what I'm saying, but me spazzing out so bad at lyrically, he's telling me at the end of the project that, you know, he giving me some real self-motivational shit to tell me that I gotta keep going. no matter what. And if you listen to the end of it, he says you gotta rise. You just gotta rise up. Boom. Now it's Rise Up Ray. You feel me? Rise Up Ray is a project where I talk about all of the things that I need to rise up from. You know what I'm saying? It's talking about that shit. So I'm opening up my deeper secrets. I'm revealing it to you. You know what I'm saying? The depression, suicide, uh, things that I'm dealing with my baby mama, at the time. You know what I'm saying? My sexual feeling that I don't know how to control, you know what I'm saying? I fight to control it. Uh, just all types of shit. I'm exposing myself to you. You know what I'm saying? My life is an open book now on Rise Up Ray. You feel me? So that's basically the difference between the two.
Bad. So we're gonna pause for the calls, man, and take a quick little break real quick.
For sure.
And then we're gonna come back with some more StressLyfe, the studio session.
StressIt.
Yeah, once again, we are back, man, from the break. And so at this time, you say you pretty much your first release on all platforms was
Yeah.
never.
Never. Yeah.
Shit, if you don't mind, man, if you want to do a little preview of it, man, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
You got the speaker loaded up, you know.
Yeah, first though, let me go ahead and put it out what Never's about before I even play it.
Mm.
So the backstory of it real quick. Me and my baby mama, at the time we was in a relationship, first child. Um, it was a journey. You feel me? She left me and she cheated on me, left me, and then got pregnant. Like fast, back to back type shit. So
Yeah, she did a hat trick.
yeah, you feel me? That shit ain't crazy. But yeah, man. So that's how that went. Boom. On Mother's Day was the day that me and her made it official to be together and shit. So she when we broke up, you know what I'm saying, Mother's Day came through. I still told her, you know, happy Mother's Day or whatever. She was like, thank you. She had let me talk to my child and everything. Had a long conversation, get off the phone. Then she sent me this long ass text message. It was like mixed emotions type shit. Like she was just talking about everything. And long story short, at the end, going towards the end of it, she told me that we'll never be friends again. I never thought that I'd end the friendship with you. So we'll never be friends again. And when me and her was together, anybody who know me, they know I'm a real big fan of Tupac. Got down. Tupac made a song called Never Had a Friend Like Me. She heard it, she loved the record. So when she made that statement, that's when the song Never came out. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. It just talks about everything. Well, not everything, but the basics of the situation.
Mm.
You feel me? So yeah.
Your memories are expensive. When you're trying to establish some of these meaningful relationships and you're trying to really create some meaningful memories, remember, these memories are expensive. Don't be investing meaningful memories into a relationship that you know God has not put his seal of approval on. That's very vital. It's in the memories where some of the real bondage is. You'll start to realize you're tied to the memory of a person rather than the person. You start to miss someone that you know is not good for you, or you know that God really never called to walk alongside of you. See, you may not miss the person. I can go as far as saying you may not even be in love with that person. You may be in love with what you wanted it to be, what you thought it could have been, or the memory that was made, as in there was something you felt in that moment that deep down your brain subconsciously is just trying to recreate. And you think the only way to recreate that feeling is to go back to that person.
Believe that, you ain't never had a friend like me. Without no trust, there's no us, so we fuss and cuss. We've been going through so much, till it damaged our love. We were best friends till Moses departed the sea. Cause you let a nigga take you from me, but still your heart I keep. Reminisce on secret conversations that I cherish. I got your back, you got my back, till the day we perish. Intoxicated from the bottle that I'm drinking, thinking of you, missing everything that we used to do. River Street was our perfect spot. It's still difficult for me to eat that alcohol. Shit crazy, cause mama told me it'd be days like this, but never would've thought that you and I would be like this. You gave me a precious gift that's better than fame. A Scorpio child with my first and my last name. Watching the queen giving birth to my little boy. Tis a joy when I cut the umbilical cord. Never question my love because I never played you. I was only hurt when I screamed that I hate you. Let the song wipe the tears from your eyes whenever you're thinking of me. You ain't never had a friend like me who increase your smile when it decrease and wipe your tears from your cheek. See, you ain't never had a friend like me. I pray for you, you pray for me. We bond for eternity. Cause you ain't never had a friend like me who increase your smile when it decrease and wipe your tears from your cheek. See, you ain't never had a friend like me. Why ain't you mad when you think of me? I was there when you ain't had peace. Girl, you ain't never had a friend like me. And now I watch the stars. Yeah.
Okay, okay,
Yeah,
okay, okay.
yeah. That's how that shit went.
Hell yeah, man. You ain't never had a friend like me, bitch.
Yeah. Straight up,
Yo, the
man.
first time you performed that, man, when we was at that show, well, first time I heard you say it performing, man, that's what I felt like. Like, yeah, bitch, you ain't never had a friend like me. Ah,
Yeah,
your loss.
yeah.
So,
No, real
man,
shit, man. Never is one of those joints. It's definitely dope.
word. So we gonna take it to my side of the story. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Shit, let me. I got your album pulled up.
Oh shit. Let's talk about it. Tell me what you got.
Yeah, you
What you
said
got?
the song about "Let's Talk About It" don't get enough
Yeah,
shine.
don't.
You know what I'm saying? So, you got that one. Illuminati Soul. That the title. Like when I first heard this, was seeing the title and shit, that make me want to, you know what I'm saying, check it out because that word Illuminati, you know what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying, it's a special word and only one person I know had that word. So so explain Illuminati Soul, man.
Man, remember me as a soldier. Feel like I'm getting close to Jehovah. Man, that record is just a record where I expose what's going on in today's society, what's going on in like the depths of the industry. And also talks about what's going on with me personally. And that's just a record, man, where I basically expose the devil in many different ways. And I'm fighting through these situations as a soldier. And I just want the world to remember me whenever my time come. You know what I'm saying? And when it comes, I just hope and pray that I get close to Jehovah, which is Jesus, my creator. So, yeah.
Word. And what about the song From My Perspective featuring
From
Thugger
my
Thugger?
perspective, from my
I ain't gonna
perspective.
lie, that's a bounce right there.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Shout out to my nigga Thugger Thug, man. Definitely, was happy that he worked with a nigga on that project, man. From my perspective, it's just basically telling you once again my side of the story. You know what I'm saying? I basically on that first verse, I talk about what's going on some day-to-day shit. You know what I'm saying? In my personal life. Damn, I need some money. Time ticking, but time is waiting for me. Bills on top of bills, plus I'm hungry. The G's in my socks bring peace to my mental. Dealing with conflict brings drama back and forth with my baby mama. Traumatic situations got me stressed. My son is my purpose of living. I must confess. Like, it just tell you that shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? And then you just getting it from my perspective. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? My nigga Thugger Thug. And if you really listen to it, bro, it's just a conversation
you know what I'm saying, with me and Thugger Thug conversing about what's going on in our personal lives together. You know what I'm saying? So if you look at it from a deeper standpoint, I'm letting black men know it's okay to open up about some shit. You feel me? When you dealing with some shit, you don't have to like let that. You don't have to let it bottle up with them, my nigga. You can tell your niggas, you know what I'm saying, if that's your nigga and you trust him, you can sit down and talk to a nigga, you know what I'm saying, to get some of that steam off of you. You know what I'm saying? So you can feel straight at the end. It
Yeah,
might not change your situation, but I promise to God that it'll change you mentally. It
I ain't gonna lie,
rejuvenates you. You
man.
feel me? So like,
What
yeah,
what you saying work, man? Cause I didn't seen it both times when I
yeah,
didn't called you and you didn't call me,
yeah,
and
yeah,
just talking and just like,
yeah.
all right, bro.
I feel bad. Yeah,
Just
man.
talking about the
Yeah,
shit,
you know what I'm
man.
saying?
You know what I'm saying? So after that, speaking of talk, man, let's go to self-talk, man.
Self-talk. Woo! Self-talk. Self-talk, man. Shit, boy. Woke up this morning with my burdens. Living and I'm learning. Yeah, man. That shit that deep, man. It's basically a record where I talk. That was like the first record I made when me and my baby mama had broken up. Nigga was homeless. Nigga was just going through a lot of situations, man. And you know, shout out my nigga Malik, which is on my podcast. I got a podcast called StressIt. Malik the barber, he's one of the members of it, and he opened his doors for a nigga at the time because before I was homeless, like I said, I was sleeping on the streets and shit. But he opened the doors for a nigga, man, and yo, like I wrote that song in his crib, just talking about the things I'm reflect. It's basically me looking at the man in the mirror,
Mm.
and I'm seeing what he's seeing. You feel me? And at the end of it's kind of like, what we gonna do about it? What we gonna do about it, bro?
So
How we gonna change the shit?
I guess that's why the next song is called Determined.
Ah, my drift, my nigga, you peep my drift. You know what I'm
You know what
saying?
I'm saying?
Roses scattered on the floor cause a nigga live in pole, get a brick or a job cause I'm anxious for that dough. My worst fears, baby mama, taking me up to court just to put me on child support. Man, listen, that record there, yo, man, come on, man. Like that shit, that was fire, bro. Like I went in, bro. That nigga was struggling for real, bro. I made sure I rapped the scenery to what was going on in that moment. But no, man, determined is determined to make it through. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit, it definitely hit. Shout out my nigga JP being on, you know, some DJ Khaled shit, man, throughout the record, man. Like he really said some shit to make it sound very inspiring. You know what I'm saying? And like yeah, it's really dope, bro. I love that record, man.
So in that like the first few bars you said get some dope or a job, right?
Yeah, yeah, Roger Scale,
So
yeah.
the next song is Choose Wisely.
Choose wisely. Yeah, featuring my nigga Jigga J, the gang spitter, man. Yo, man, Choose Wisely is a record where we talks about a story uh, on my verse where it's like, you know, a female that that come from a good life, but then, you know, it's this dude that she loves so much, but he's in the streets deeply. He don't know how to get out. And he died. But right before he died, she was pregnant. She ain't even had a chance to tell him that she was pregnant and he died. And you know what I'm saying? Now she raising this kid on her own and life changed on her. So there's a lot of shit that's going on and she's venting this shit to me. You know what I'm saying? My nigga Jigga J the gang spit on his verse. He's basically telling the guys, like, yo, y'all in here willing to live and die and suffer and get locked up in the streets just for some motherfucking stripes. But y'all don't realize that y'all affecting what's going on at home, bro.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't understand that these kids got to live without their father because their father want to make these dumbass decisions. You know what I'm saying? And the mama got to go through this shit on her own. You feel me? By keeping the household together because the father don't want to do what need to be done. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like that song hit different, like every perspective. You know what I'm saying? To make it make sense. And yeah, it's really dope, man. Just telling niggas, just telling my sisters and telling my brothers to choose wisely, you know what I'm saying, through life. Make better decisions to make your future look better, man. So,
So and then the next one, I want to go to is you know what I'm saying, after you choose wisely,
Yeah.
you know, support me or not.
Support me or not? Shit, that's a great. Yeah, let's do
You
it.
know what I'm
Listen,
saying?
first of all, my nigga, support me or not? Anybody who knows, at the time, I was fucking with a group called IC Port Savannah. Right, so my son was having surgery. Empress fucking with Jive and his shit. Um, they had this little music review going on, and whoever won the shit basically get a free music video. She asked me, can she put Never on the thing? So I'm like, shit, by any means necessary, go ahead and promote it. You know what I'm saying? Promote this shit. They cut it off at the end of the second verse, and so they didn't even play the third verse of the record. Um, Yeah, man, they was talking shit, man. Called me
Never.
they was calling me fake ass Paul. Yeah.
Hold on, cause first of all, we gonna get into certain people, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
But I
man.
want specific. Did they all say that you sounded like fake Tupac, or was it certain people in the room?
So, all right, so listen, I don't know the female who said it. I don't even know Shawty name. But I know she was saying that shit. I know Jive was saying that I stole the song from Tupac and I stole the hook and you know what I'm saying, stick to your own image type shit. Um, yeah, man, it was like nobody wasn't really fucking with it. And I got to give props to Empress because Empress was keeping my name lit. You know what I'm saying? Even throughout that rough patch she was letting them know, fuck y'all, you know what I'm saying? Never is a hard record. So like, yeah, they was saying all types of shit, man, about that record, man.
So she was feeling it, but they wasn't feeling
But
it.
they wasn't feeling it, and it pissed me off.
Right.
So fast forward,
To
and you gotta understand, my son had heart surgery, so I'm in the hospital with my son laying on the bed. You feel me, crying and all this shit, and I'm watching him suffer as a parent. That fucked me up in the head. And then I got to go on the live to see someone. They heard some female rapping before me. She took a whole Nate Dogg beat and started rapping some freaky ass shit or whatever. And for some reason they liked that. But then when Never came on, I'm talking about a true life story event that everybody could relate to. You know what I'm saying? And the beautiful thing about that project, despite what my baby mama did to me, I did not disrespect her on that record. Not once, not all. You feel me? So it's like, it goes to show what type of respect that I have, you know what I'm saying, for our sisters even though a nigga felt disrespected. When that shit
like
happened, I was like pissed the fuck off. And before you know it, fast forward, I wrote this shit a cappella. I ain't even heard a beat.
did you feel like that they just looked at the pot comparison and just
And that's all they did. And personally, for me, my nigga, I don't sound.
Did they hear anything before that?
Nah, that was the first record they heard. Never.
I mean, okay, not to be biased, but you don't think you kind of gotta expect certain people who don't know you to be on that type of time.
I'm gonna tell you why I said fuck no. Because I look at it from the perspective of if you listen to all these young niggas, all of these niggas sound the same, bro. And the way they sound like the nigga who's still relevant, like who's still rapping, who's still upcoming. They sound just like them. You feel me? And they still get the most up respect. Just because I sound like Tupac in your eyes doesn't mean, oh, you just a copycat and et cetera, et cetera. You feel me? So it's like that comparison shit. I just wish people would just shut the fuck up and look at the artist. Like, look at what he's talking about. You know what I'm saying? Like, there goes the differences between me and Paul. You know what I'm saying? Really, in my opinion, my voice, it don't sound just like Paul. When I stretch my words, I sound like Paul. But just my voice alone, it don't sound like, you feel me?
You're certain cadence.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And people just take it and run with it. Like, you know, all respect and love to the great late Machiavelli, but you feel me? Nah, man, I'm StressLyfe.
But it's like I told you, at the same time, if you're gonna be compared to some fucking body, it's fucking pop. Like who the like?
But see, I ain't gonna cap on. But if people really peeked into my style, my nigga, my storytelling, that didn't come from Pop. That came from Eminem. That's why it's so emotional. You know what I'm saying? The way I bring God into my music, that came from DMX. You know what I'm saying? DMX talk about God and Satan all the time. You know what I'm saying? So
And they
that's
got
what
a
I do with my
prayer
shit.
every hour.
You feel me? Like, yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if you really peep my style, it's really, you know, I got my certain people that I've been fucking with that help me build what I have now that I'm presenting to y'all. You know what I'm saying? But it's still me overall. You feel me? So like, yeah.
So that brings me to the next song after that.
So hold on. So I just want to say, Support Me or Not was basically talking about support me or not, my nigga, I'ma still stress it, nigga. You feel me? I'ma still do me. Ain't shit gonna change. I'ma talk about how fucked up this world is. So and figure out how can we, you know what I'm saying, pick up the dirt that been dropped on us. That as long as I keep talking about it, somebody gonna do something. You feel me? Ain't nobody talking about it. Everybody glorifying about it and trying to make it like the new norm. No, we're not gonna make this shit normal. It's because it's not. You know what I'm saying? So that's basically what Support Me or Not is talking about.
I wanna pause on some shit real quick. I'm gonna pause on some music shit because you touched on a topic and a certain person, man. And to be honest with you, man, I just want to get straight to the shits, man.
What's up?
You know what I'm saying? Because the shit has affected me as well. And like I said, I know I wasn't gonna go there, and we gonna go. You know, we're gonna take a shot, man. Cause that last take you just did was straight, man. We're gonna take a shot on that, man. Support me or not, man.
Support me or not, nigga.
You know what I mean? All right. So with that said, with the whole the whole story you said about the support me or not, man. How do you deal with fake love and people who only come around when they think they can eat off you? And not only that, you know what I'm saying? Well, yeah. Go on and answer that question
How the fuck
first.
I feel about y'all, man? Like, look, I ain't gonna cap though. Even though they doing some evil ass shit, I'm thankful for those people, man. Cause as long as you put scars on my back, you giving me another story to talk about. So I can expose you and expose people that act just like you, or even worse. You know what I'm saying? I don't mind people like that in my life. So that way, I'm the type of nigga that's willing to go through the fire and leave that motherfucker and show you my scars, my burn, where I got burnt at and how it happened. I'm that nigga that's willing to do that. So that way I could warn the next nigga. Because ain't nobody warn me. You feel me? I had to go through a lot of shit to understand some shit. So now I want to be that nigga who just let you know, prepare you. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, like, hey, you feel me? Yeah, it's fucked up to how y'all do it, nigga. Cause a lot of y'all niggas is out there that did me like that. And you know who the fuck you are. You feel me? And you will get talked about. I don't give a fuck. I'm that open with it. You know what I'm saying? So, but at the end of the day, yeah, you put me through some shit, but I came out that motherfucker. And not only I came out, I came out that motherfucker 10 times stronger. And I got a story to tell now. You feel me? So, yeah.
So I'm just gonna say that was a response to I guess fake love. But the other, I was shy. I didn't ask the question right. It was a 2-part question. The second part is people who only come around when they think they can eat off you. Now let me explain. When I mean eat off you, they mean if they bring something to the table. Let's just say somebody say, "Hey, I got a show for you." I'm just gonna keep it a buck. Fuck it, we ain't no sugarcoating shit. I got a show for you. You know what I'm saying? And I can hook you up and talk to the people and say it's free or a discounted price, right? I can do that for you. This is me showing love to you.
Yeah.
Like this is me showing love to you. This is what I'm doing, black brother.
Yeah.
I'm doing this to you, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Do you expect? I mean, okay, then you show up to the show, you do your thing, you present your brand. You know what I'm saying? What you come there to do, you appreciate the offer. You do your brand, you come show up, show out, boom, you go home, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you expect for you to get a call or something to be thrown out of proportion over recognition of, hey, I just put you on or I introduce you to that? So, you know what I'm saying? It would be nice for you to say, thank you, or this, that, and the third. You know what I'm saying? Even after you said at the initial offer, I appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? Good looking out, or this, that, and the third. Do you feel like that's, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
How you feel about
That sound
that?
like some Empress shit, man.
See, I was trying to say, I was trying to, you know what I'm saying? I was trying to not go there, but you know what I'm saying? Since we going there, man. Since we going there, man.
That sound like some Empress shit,
Since
man.
we going there, man. Because I don't want to make it seem like, you know what I'm saying, it's a bash her party, man. Because I done told certain people who came and asked me about her, like, yo, she's a good person. Like, genuinely, far as like a human being, she's a, you know, she has good intentions. It's just certain things behind the scenes. It's like, yo, she don't.
I'm gonna tell you some real ass shit, man, that I learned
Y'all,
from her,
and
bro.
then at the same time, I'm an outsider looking in. I just did certain things with her and then have to find out myself. Y'all would know her way more than I do because y'all from here, she from here, this, that, and the third. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna say this shit, man. I'm gonna get to my point to what I want to say about that, but I want to start it off by saying this though. I met Empress at No Tap album release party. That was the first time I performed ever. At that time, I already had a manager. She was there. She immediately tried to talk to me. My manager cut that conversation. I ain't heard from her until I was at this thing called, it was some type of outspoken shit that was on some poetry shit basically. And she was there. Empress was there again. We talked a little bit. Fast forward, me and her in a conversing on some app, some little app, TikTok. We did that shit, and we ended up working together off of that.
Working like how?
Like I became a member of IFC Port.
Now, okay. How did you become a member? Did you sign the paperwork? Did you?
Nah, I ain't signed no
Was
paperwork,
it a
man.
handshake?
It was a handshake. They pulled up to the crib. Well, nah, first of all, we talked on the phone. She confirmed it. She said, all right, cool. I'm going to let you be a support member. We got an artist named Geekz the Game Splitter, which I was familiar with because I did the freestyle from port to port. Shout out to JP. And Geekz the Game Splitter was involved in it.
That's what I met both of y'all at the same time.
Yeah, that's when I met you when you was with Jay. Well, how life, like life, yeah.
We don't speak that name, man. We don't speak that name,
yeah, man.
Just the same as motherfucker, the situation you talking about. We don't.
But yeah, man. But nah, though, you feel me? So, met him through that. But yeah, she fucked around and came to the crib, and I met her, and we shook hands. She gave me she told me that she was gonna give me an IC port chain, and that's what I eventually ended up getting the IC port chain.
And like I said, you didn't sign nothing.
Nah, I ain't signed nothing.
You didn't.
Nah.
What did you think that it was like?
On some real shit, I thought it was a goddamn label or some music group shit. Like it just gave me that vibe the way, and that's only. First of all, I ain't even knew it was run by a woman. I thought it was goddamn Jigga J shit because he repped it so hard. I thought he was the owner. You know what I'm saying? Like it kind of shocked me that he wasn't the owner. But you feel
that
me?
wasn't a problem though. It was ran by the woman.
Nah, ain't no problem. Nah. I'm just saying, he was the front line. You know what I'm saying? Like,
so yeah, naturally you would think that.
Yeah, you would think that is his shit. And boom, we like I said, man, I just been fucking with her doing that shit. And
So at that present time after that, like did she you personally, like not speaking for Jigga J and nothing like
yeah,
that. I'm talking about you personally. Did she like what did she do for you as a IC Port brand?
she put me in a lot of shows in the city.
Mm.
But I will say some of them shows she put me in the city, it wasn't what you think, like you would thought it would be.
What do you mean by
Like
that?
you performing in restaurants and shit.
I mean,
Which is not bad, but I just coming from where I come from, I never experienced that.
so
And
pretty much it was more, you know what I'm saying, or it was a lot of lights and shit like that she said that it was gonna be, but when you got there, it was like, you know, a
yeah,
shack or some shit. Like,
yeah, but I'm gonna keep this shit 100 though. At that time, you gotta think about it. At that time, all I had was never at the beginning of IC Port. I didn't create my side of the story project just yet. So when at that time, all I was doing was songs like Never really. And then boom, I ended up making my side of the story. And then that's when we'll start to do like little shows like at the club or some shit. And then we'll do some shit in Atlanta. But it was always some bullshit. I'm gonna keep that shit on it.
what you mean by that?
Like
Stop and speak on that. What do you mean by that?
So it's kind of like in the sense of like she'll tell you, all right, this is what's going on. This is where we're gonna be at, time, location, that type of shit. Then as soon as we get there, it's like everything else that you supposed to ask as a manager or whatever, you didn't ask, and you didn't hold on.
Is she a manager though?
Well, shit. I mean, she was moving like one.
But she
You feel
never
me?
clarified herself to be
Yeah,
a manager.
At the time, no. At the time, no.
She didn't say like the chick off 5 Heartbeats. You know what I'm saying? Whose money in it? My money. You know, she wasn't like
she was just on some shit like I just want to help y'all. That's all it was. She never accepted the title. You feel me? But boom, she was doing shit like that. It was always some bullshit, bro. It was always something going on with the show that we ain't knew nothing about. And you feel me? It was like, yeah, you didn't really get nothing good from out of the shows. I give her props for putting a nigga on to a lot of these events that she put me on, and it did create some type of clout with my name and shit. So I will give her props for that. But you feel me? There's a lot of other shit that I just don't fuck with. You know what I'm saying? With her when it comes down to the business, which is the reasons that I had to like dip that shit because it was just like.
So what was the major reasons? Because you said you was IC Port Savannah.
Yo, at the time it was me, Jigga J the Gang Spitter. You had TTG 100 Fit. You already see the shirt. You had Gutter Smooth, Trap Made It, Slim Bay, and Shadira. Me and Gutter was the first ones that left. My issue was this, you know what I'm saying? The brand was being more supported than the artist. It was being pushed, I should say. The brand was being pushed more than the artist.
What do you mean by that?
So it's like, nigga, she wants you to wear IC Port shit down with the chain on top of that.
So that's IC Port chain, IC Port shirt,
all that shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? And then you had, when you go on stage, you had to chain out IC Port locked in. You know, so y'all know how that shit went. Okay. So we was doing that shit. It was just to a point where it's just like, yeah, we rapping. And then I got to think about it too. On my side of the story, I'm mentioning IC Port throughout my lyrics. You feel me? So it's like, yeah, man, it was just like, in my opinion, it just felt like we pushing the brand, but we not pushing, like they not getting to know us. They not knowing the artist. Like when I walk around, you shouldn't be like, oh, I know you. That's that IC Port nigga. Nah, I want you to be like,
Yeah,
that's that
because
stress life.
as I'm looking at your first album cover, man, the IC Port logo is
It's
on
on
that
that
bitch.
motherfucker. You know what I'm
You know what I'm
saying? It's
saying?
throughout the records and all. You know what I'm saying? If you look at the live performances that's on YouTube, damn every outfit is IC Port.
Okay, so your thing was you don't like you understand that you is under, well, I ain't gonna say under, but you are affiliated with a certain brand, but you want to be your own artist
Artist,
and your
yeah.
own brand as well.
Yeah.
So if it's like, yo, if we do make some IC Port shirts, let me get my brand on the back or let me get my brand on the
Nah, I
bottom,
ain't even gonna
or
cap.
you know what I'm
Ain't even gonna
saying?
cap. Now I got a jacket that had the IC Port logo on it, and underneath it had StressIt. But I'm gonna get this shit 100. I didn't want IC Port on nothing. I wanted StressIt. I wanted when you see me, you know StressIt. When you see me, you know StressLyfe. Not that IC Port nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That was my issue. So it's just like that's just like Eminem. You didn't see this nigga scream out goddamn Interscope. You feel me? He screamed out his brain. You know what I'm saying? What he create. You know what I'm
So
saying? His shit.
what made you come to that conclusion that you want to
It-
branch off and go to your own brand?
Everybody would just keep calling me that IC Port. And so when they got to that point, I was just like, man, I don't think I like this
So
shit no more. And
that's
then
what
I'm
I was
looking at the
saying.
group.
Like,
Then I'm looking at the group. No disrespect to the group, but everybody had their style and a lot of it blend in well. I felt like the black sheep of the family because I'm saying something totally different from these niggas. So I'm like, man, I can't do this shit no more. I gotta have my own. So I walked out. You know what I'm saying? But I also let it be known to her, like, hey, it's still all love. I still fuck with you personally. You know what I'm saying? But I just don't think that I could be a member. And that's when I end up becoming with me and Gutter, the We the Fam shit.
all right. And on that note, because I keep, man, I don't know what it is about me and you, man, but this AI technology, man, be doing their own little iRobot shit, man. When we be around, and I'll be taking that as a side, man. So on that note,
Yeah.
man, we gonna take another break, man, because it's getting good, man. It's about to get even better, man.
Yeah.
So this is Eddie Cypher, the studio session with StressLyfe, man. We'll be right back.
Stress.